At the end of the last video, I very brazenly rushed through this area just because I wanted to give you a quick rundown, so that way by the next day, if you're playing along with me, which you're always more than welcome to do with every single thing that I'll ever do on this channel, you're always welcome to play along with me, or to experience it with me, and tell me in the comments what you feel about it, you know? But, hell, if you have advice, you could even join the Discord and do that. But I wasn't trying to bring that up. What I was gonna say is, I will go over in detail a little bit more about what's gonna happen with the upcoming area that we're going into. But before we do that, gotta put on a charm. Some charms need to be put on. Technically, this entire area is a dream. Therefore, if you don't have the Unbreakable charms and you chose to go with the Carefree Melody charm, rather than the Grim Child, you can actually put that on right now, and you'll be perfectly fine. However, I chose to go with Grim Child because I'm a sadistic bastard who spent 3 hours fighting Nightmare King Grim, and spent, what, 50 minutes fighting the Radiants? Why was it so much fucking easier? Sorry, almost had a nervous breakdown for a second there. This was the build that I won against the Radiants. I'm gonna do that again for this because it seemed to work great. I recommend playing super slow. There is a different thing that I'll go over soon, but for the time being, we're not going to go into that just yet. Really quickly, before we go and fight the Pantheon of the Master, which is the first... Oh, I realize it says Pantheon of the Master, my dumbass. Okay, for the 4 bindings, Nail Binding reduces nail damage to 80% or sets it to 13 if the damage is above 13 damage. For nails levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the resulting damage values are 4, 7, 10, 13, and 13 respectively. It is reduced to 80% of what it would initially be. Nail art damage is calculated based on that damage. The coiled nail and pure nail both provide the maximum amount of damage. You can use the fragile strength charm to increase the amount of damage that you have. I don't think the binding affects the damage of nail damage based charms. So like the weird thorn one, I don't think Dream Shield I think Dream Shield is based on spirit, soul damage, spell damage, but I might be wrong about that. And then Sharp Shadow. I think there's one more. The shell binding will limit your masks to 4 or 5. I think it's 4. To 4 masks total. But it doesn't actually affect things like Joni's Blessing or Fragile or Unbreakable Heart. Those types of things. Charms Binding unequips all charms and prevents them from being equipped again while that binding is up in the thing, because there will actually be benches in each Pantheon. Discluding, I believe the Voidheart stays on? I might be wrong about that. And then the Soul Binding allows you to get at most 33% of a soul meter, which means you can use 1 heal or 1 spell, unless you have things like Spell Twister. I think that's what it's called, where you can use spells at a lower amount. But even then, you can still only use one of them. You can just use it sooner than getting the maximum. It also disables all soul vessels? Does it disable soul vessels? I was trying to remember what they were called, but I'm pretty sure it disables all soul vessels. We, however, are not going to use any of these bindings because I'm not a sadistic piece of shit. I like the little bit of sanity that I have. Some people don't agree and choose to use all 4. I couldn't tell you why. Wretch, thou hast ordained thine own destruction. Through sacred combat are we attuned to this kingdom's greatest beings. By entering this gate, thou hast challenged the very gods of this kingdom. Dost thou consider thyself the equal of this pantheon, of its masters? Draw thy weapon, then, fools of fools, and be damned for thine arrogance. It's thine, not thy, but okay, I'll let it slide, because this is fucking awesome. Like I said before, each fight, be patient as fuck. Just let it happen. Let them attack you. Let the shit go. Take your opportunities to attack. Benchfly King, he's gonna swoop. Just go for the 1 hit. It's perfectly fine. You know, you're not a speedrunner. You're just a dude trying to beat this fight. This dude's gonna summon babies. He's gonna summon babies. You can't always see where he's gonna summon them from. Your spells also not gonna hit him most of the time. So you're just gonna keep doing this for this fight. I don't actually know how to beat most of these, nor do I know what literally any of the upcoming ones are. I do know, however, that there's a character in here, which I will go over when we meet him. When we see him. But there's a character in here we fought before, which I said we could fight again. And when we fight him, I will explain all of that information. But, It's really just not worth it to be impatient. You should just let it happen, let them come for you, go for the small attacks for this one at the very least. This arena as a whole is incredibly cool. I think it's worth going to just to see how awesome this place looks, but outside of that, it's perfectly fine if you just don't want to be here. I'm just trying to get a good screenshot. I think I got one just there. But really going for spells probably isn't all that useful for anything but Pantheon of Hallownest, but I will do that a few times. I will attempt it for you guys. But like I said, it is by far the single hardest thing in this entire game. So it's not worth it if you're not confident in yourself. I don't think you have to heal. I might be mistaken, but I'm going to heal just in case. Gruz Fly Mother. Gruz Mother, not Gruz Fly Mother. Hello, Mom. Hello, Mom. Bam, bam. Mother died. We killed Mother. Motherfucker. I don't know what that was about. I'm unsure as to whether or not these count as... Oh. It is just the False Knight, though. It's not the Field Champion or anything. Which means that its patterns are the very simplistic ones from way back in the day. Bam, 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 bam. Which is going to be very good for me, because that means that I don't have to worry. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you. And now we get to smack its face again. I believe it just dies here. Oh, no, I was incorrect. Remember, you can just break the shit. It doesn't fall down, is what I remember. I remember it not falling down here, based on what my friend told me. My friend being YouTube. That's not true. I don't know why I'm saying things as if I look at these things up. I don't look things up because I like to experience it blind. But then I like to complain about the fact that I haven't looked things up. And I like to allude to the fact that I could have looked it up, but I never actually do. So it ends up just sounding like I'm a fucking idiot for no reason. Well, I mean, I am an idiot, but... That was stupid. I got to just attack him repeatedly. See, I'm not really paying patience, so I'm losing a lot of HP. I also just didn't know that was going to happen. I'm kind of just going full on. What the fuck? Hornet! Hey! Oh, but this is like Hornet, Adidas, Audino. Of all the pink, weird Pokemon, I prefer, what's her name? I'm trying to remember what her fucking name is. Clefairy, I was gonna say, but I meant Chansey. Just beat the fuck out of Hornet. Pantheon of the Masters, apparently really fucking easy from the looks of it. Once again, another dude down. Oh, I got the heal off last second. Are we done though? Hey! Okay. With this, you can now adjust your charms. I don't know when these Pantheons end, right? So I don't actually know. But you can save here. I don't think a checkpoint counts. So Luber's Blessing will fully heal you, but there's a hot spring, doesn't matter. So if you're having trouble with the upcoming boss, I believe it's the final boss of this area, you can change your charms to better reflect how you would like to go about this fight. So that way you don't have to use the same build for each thing. Oh, it's Gorb. Hi, Gorb. Gorb was painfully easy, though. Just die, Gorb. Let's heal real quick. And what's the Gorb gonna do? You gonna hit me or something? Actually, he just did, but, you know. Fuck Gorb. You and my homies hate Gorb. What's he gonna do? Gorb me? Gorb me harder, daddy. Okay, thank you. You are confined to an individual area in every single room, which is very nice. Hello, my friend. I actually learned a thing you could do against him that I didn't do back when we'd initially fought him. So when he goes into the ground, like when he's just digging around like an asshole, you can actually do this, and you can knock him out of it, and you can get a few hits in on him, which is really cool, because I didn't know about that. Damage, 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 damage. Give me the damage, give me the damage, give me the damage, give me the damage, give me the damage. We're gonna heal. I thought you weren't supposed to go to the corner with that move. Let's just move and heal. Once again, just keep your distance. Let yourself heal if you need to. And he's down. And he shits himself because why wouldn't he? And then once again, little Queenie over here. And Dung Defender just doing that. Oh, not again. No ghost, please. No ghost, please. No, okay. No ghost. No ghost, right? No ghost. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, I can deal with the balls. I can deal with this. 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 I can deal with this very easily. I can deal with this, no problem. No ghost, no problem. I'm actually still fucking traumatized. I wish I was joking. Like that shit. I saw him again, and I was just like, no, just instant flashback. I'm already drained of energy just thinking about that shit. From what I'm aware of, they take around 10 to 15 minutes for each of them, discluding the final one, which can take upwards of 45 minutes. Bam bam, bam bam, bam bam, bam bam, bam bam. Never mind, I say bam bam and then I just don't even hit him once. It's been a while since we fought Brooding Moloch. Like that shit was so long ago. It's weird, but it's nice. It's like revisiting some old friends that you hate. Why he got a butthole though? I actually don't understand. Like they just didn't have to draw that, you know? Okay, healing once again. We're almost down. I'm getting close to finish. Getting close to the finish. I think I'm just gonna do each of these Pantheons as their own individual video. Hello? Why hast thou crept into this Pantheon, O meager one? The noise of thine wriggling creates much discord, drowning out the godly resonances we attune ourselves to. Dost thou mean to thwart our sacred goal? Dost envy dive thou to such madness? We pray that the gods of this kingdom punish thee, obliterate thee, utterly destroy thee. Can I dream nail you? O gods of Hallowness, show us your might. We shall attune ourselves to thee and ascend even higher. You know what, dude? You're a fucking douchebag. How about that? Yeah, I said it. Now what? What now, Hi! Oro! Hey, buddy! Wait, what? No! I don't want to fight you! You were my friend! My teacher! I think I paid you, though, so I don't know if you cared that much. I think Mato was the one who wanted to help me. I'm pretty sure I paid you, because you're a fucking asshole for some reason. Yeah, and then you gave me the dash. There's no way you're dead that easily. Shio? Oro and Mato. Yasuo! Play it safe, play it slow. One at a time. One is going to attack, the other will attack too. Just, they won't attack at the same time. I believe one of them sticks to the air, one of them sticks to the ground, from what I remember. I could be entirely mistaken, and it seems that that's the case entirely. Okay, let's heal. Back up. Like I said, you're good. Just take your time with these fights, and you won't have much of a problem at all with any of them. They won't attack at the same time. They won't attack stupidly at the same time. I want to do that! I want to do that! I pressed my touchscreen while I was trying to dash because I rubbed my nose. My nose. I want to do that. No, my friend! Heal. Heal again. You're my friend. I don't want to do this. Heal again. No! My boys! Sensei. Thank you, my friend. My path is mine alone. No, you bitch! Okay, they were both my path is mine alone. And upon completion, you get the middle one. And you get your time. The far left one is the binding of the nail. The top left one is binding of the shell. Top right is binding of the charms. Middle, yeah, and then just normal right is the binding of the soul. I already explained what all of those do at the beginning of this video. That's pretty cool. But now we've completed this, and we gained 1 notch. I am going to go on to explain something else now. I don't actually know where it is, though. I believe it's here. Nope, this is the 5th place. Okay. Is it you? Do I need to do you? Where is it? Is it down here? Ah, it's down here. I understand. This area is known as the Hall of the Gods. Each of the enemies you fight in here are considered one of the gods. You can actually see everything you fought in the game. Every single boss, every single thing you've seen, you will see on this list. We've not seen everything. Which is weird. I thought we did, actually. Consider me 106% the game. But each of these little pedestals will be a statue for something you've seen. And you can challenge it in Attuned or Ascended. Attuned or Ascended, we actually can do it in 3 modes. I don't know where the 3rd one is. Maybe you have to beat all 3 trials before you can. Attuned is the regular difficulty you'll fight it at in the Pantheon. And then Ascended is the difficulty you'll fight it at where it's fucking hard and stupid for no reason. Each of these statues can be practiced as much as you want if you're struggling with it and trying to learn a pattern of an enemy that you're really having trouble with. You can do this as many times as you feel the need to do. Just go on it. Hornet 1. Oh, so it's Hornet when you found her in Green Path, and then a Hornet when you find her in Kingdom's Edge. Okay. Makes sense. But each of these enemies can be practiced as much as you'd like, as much as you need, as much as you feel comfortable doing until you're ready to continue fighting them. There is not a single bit of shame in needing to do this. Use this until you're comfortable with it. Fight an enemy you're struggling with and beat it as many times as you need until you no longer have that discomfort. Until you're no longer worried about whether or not you can defeat it. It's perfectly fine. While I'm here though, I will say this little asshole, he starts at what would be tier 4 of the Great Prince Zote challenge, the 4th fight. And he actually has every name that he has. The almighty penis eater, ass smoker, like he just has all that shit. It's really stupid. I'm just going to go through and super dash and awaken this entire area now because, like I said, it is every enemy in the game that you have ever seen. Well, every boss in the game. There's also a bench here, which is nice. And you have Salubra's Blessing. Of course, Salubra's Blessing works on it. If you haven't seen a boss, it won't appear here. For obvious reasons. There's also some new bosses in here. And some much harder versions of some old bosses that you may have seen once or twice. Those are... I don't need to talk about them. I honed my craft at a Pantheon's peak. He's the final boss of a Pantheon. We haven't seen him. I haven't seen you either, and I haven't seen you either. And then this is Grim and the Nightmare King Grim. This entire area is really cool and is a great way to improve if you really want to beat a Pantheon but are struggling a lot on it. And you can also go up to the bench and pick the right charms for it. You don't have to go all the way back to the start of this area. It is such a good way to do it. And I actually recommend doing it in Attuned like once or twice until you beat them. And then after you can do that fairly easily, I recommend going into Ascended mode, which is much harder. And if you can avoid their attacks, like, if you can do it without getting hit like 5 times in a row, you're guaranteed set for that Pantheon. If you know what enemies are in it. Oh, also, enemies will not appear there if you haven't met them in the real world if you have yet to complete their Pantheon. Next time on Hollow Knight, we are going to go through and complete the next Pantheon. And I'm not changing charms because I like what I have. No bindings because, like I said, I'm not a sick fuck. I like the small sliver of my sanity that I have left. This is my charm build if you want to copy it. Works for me. Probably doesn't work for you. If it works for you, that's awesome. Feel free to comment telling me what charm builds you use. But until next time, I will see you all then, where we shall challenge the Pantheon of the... If this is the Pantheon of the artist, why the fuck... Shio. Or Sheo? Red Robin. Yum.